Hey all, Adam here from Sapphire Dasher. Hope you all are doing well. I haven't made a video in a while. I'm sorry about that. There's a simple reason for that. I'm not very good at taking screenshots while driving and filming while I'm on the road. So, instead of a traditional ride along video like a lot of other food delivery drivers do on YouTube, from me, you're going to get my numbers up front in this spreadsheet from when I first started. So if you're interested in hearing about these numbers and how I began food delivery, feel free to stick around. If not, it's okay. There are other videos out there to watch. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I began food delivery on June 2022 after signing up for both DoorDash and Uber Eats. But I decided to focus on Uber Eats because with Uber Eats you can go out at any time. And DoorDash, you usually have to schedule ahead of time, unless you're a top dasher where you can dash now. That's the only benefit that top dashers have now, by the way. In case you haven't seen the fine print, DoorDash has removed one of their benefits from their top dasher program. Please go look that up on Google or YouTube and see what it's all about. But we're going to focus on Uber Eats here. So, as you can see from the screen, on the very first day that I did food delivery, which was June 18th, 2022, it was my first day, so of course I was excited to make some instant money, as these food delivery apps are meant to be instant money. You can see that I did about $68.30 across 10 trips. Uh, yeah, that wasn't too bad, but this was my first day doing it, so of course I took every order like a complete idiot. So as you'll notice, the first trip, the base pay was $2.15 with a $1 tip, $3.15, and 2 miles, $1.66 per mile. I know not to take those orders anymore because they are really not high tipping orders. Trips 2 and 3, which is 2 deliveries in one assignment that Uber Eats loves to do, is called batch delivery. The base pay for this was $7.84, and my tips were $7.16 for $15, but I drove 10 miles to drop that off. Not worth it. Then my second delivery was $2.01 base pay, $2 tip, $4.01 for 2 miles. That's $2 a mile. That's worth the money. Trip 5, $5.26 for the base pay. No tip. Shame on me for taking this order for 10 miles. I believe this was actually going from Sterling to Resden. And that was less than $1 a mile. I was uneducated at the time. Trip 6 was $5.35 for base pay and $2 tip. $7.35 total for 3 miles, $2.45 a trip. Well worth taking. Then the next one was another batch delivery. Base pay was $8.41. The tips were $7.17 added together for $15.58, but 14.8 miles. No, I do not take these trips anymore. Trips 9 and 10, $5.27 base pay, with tips being about $12.68, $17.95, 7 miles. Another $2 plus order. Yes, this is something that I would recommend taking. I am not going to go over all these numbers, but you can see them up there on the screen. This was my June totals from when I first started. On the 19th, I did $69.48, drove 51.4 miles. That equates out to be $1.35 per mile. Not terrible, but not great either. The next one is a shorter day on the 20th of June. I think this was a later day and I was just not feeling motivated. This was a $42.40 type day, $1.77 per mile, and not terrible, but not great either. Then I had a couple unmotivated days back then, and as you can see, there are a handful that are no tips on here, which is unfortunate. The 23rd was mostly all no tip orders. Shame on me for taking those. Uh, yeah, that's all of June, basically. And the month grand total for June was $422.08. I drove 233 miles, and it equated out to be about $2 per mile. So it did work out in the end, but some of those days were very, very rough because I was new. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I also wound up in Reston and Tysons by a complete accident. I don't drive out there anymore. I don't like delivering in those areas anymore. You will never see me deliver outside of Ashburn and Leesburg, Virginia. Moving on to July, which is the middle of the summer out here in glorious Virginia. I do not believe I put in all my trips in here yet, but what I have in here so far. Oh, sorry. Nope, I don't have July in there. Don't have August in there. Don't have September in there. So we'll focus on the here and now. October 2022. Beginning of fall, beginning of pumpkin spice latte season, pumpkin spice all the things. Happy Halloween, all that fun stuff. DoorDash has finally rolled out their priority program, which is a piece of shit out here in Virginia. But this is still Uber Eats. It's nothing else. So, October began on the 1st. I had 2 trips, 4 miles, $2 a mile. Made a quick $10. I definitely wasn't feeling motivated on the 1st of October. I think I went to DoorDash there for a little bit because, I felt they had a little bit more orders. And then on the 8th, I was feeling a little bit more motivated, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the greatest week. But recently, on the 16th, was a really, really good day out here in Ashburn. I only had to go out to Sterling briefly, but I was able to come right back. This is what taking smart orders is like, and Nova preaches this in all his videos. Take smart orders. Your acceptance rating does not really matter. You're going to get high paying orders, you're going to get trash orders, you're going to get good orders, and you're going to get fringe orders no matter whether you're a top dasher, a new dasher, someone who's been doing this for a long time, or you're some level on Uber Eats or Grubhub. Doesn't matter. Every order gets pulled from the same database. But let's go into my numbers from the 16th. So trip 1 was $2.32, $3 tip, $5.32, about 1.7 miles, which equates to be about $2.65 a mile. Trips 2 and 3, this was another batch offer, by the way. Thank you so much, Uber Eats, but lay off the batch delivery orders, maybe. Would be helpful. So we did base pay $5.21, tips were about $5.75 between the two customers, and that came out to be about $10.96 for 11 miles, only $1 per mile. I took that order because I think it was slow out and I just needed something to do, so we picked up those orders. But it's a good thing that we did because then we went on a roll with some good freaking orders. Trip 4 was base pay of $2.19. Tips were $6. That equals about $8.19, 2.8 miles, $2.92 per mile, almost $3 a mile. Trip 5 was $3.76 for $5 and a $5 tip, $8.76, 3 miles, $3.02 a mile. Then we had our next trip, trip 6, $2.64. Tips were $6 came out to be about $8.64, going 4.2 miles, $2.05, another $2 per mile order. These are the orders that we want. We want more of these orders. But no, what Uber Eats and DoorDash love to do is they love to give you orders from a restaurant in your zone going to another customer who's completely out of your way in another zone, and there's probably restaurants just like that around them. But yet they chose this one. Why would you choose a restaurant 10 miles away and not tip? If I knew that was a no tip order today on DoorDash, you would have never gotten your food. If you got your food, I would hope it would be ice cold. And you would have had to just deal with your hunger a little while longer until that got up to be about $12 total. So it would pay for the miles and the toll. Looking at that one order that I took from DoorDash earlier today. More on that later. Go read trash to figure out what happened there. Back to this video. Let's see. So we had trip 7 and 8, $5.65 base pay, $16.67 in tips, which was about $22.32 for 10.7 miles. And that was 2 orders that I picked up at the edge of the Herndon main zone and the Herndon West zone on Uber Eats, and kind of just had to drive them to the other parts of Ashburn. Got a small little promotion there. Uber Eats promotions are great when you first sign up. You can get like an extra $10 for completing like 10 trips and promos like that. And now we'll move on to filling out my numbers for today. I only did 3 deliveries today. Because, yeah. Lunchtime is slow out here. Let's see. So, our totals will be adding up right here. $5 plus $14.06 is $19.06. And then if you take that order, you combine the miles right there. $1.1.5 plus 9.8 is 11.3 miles. I wound up going 10 miles on that $114 order because DoorDash is very sensitive when you accept multiple, when you tap its screen to look at something. You may incidentally wind up accepting an offer you don't want. So what do? You could cancel it and hurt your cancellation rate and potentially risk a deactivation. Or you take it and you grind with it, which is what I kind of did this afternoon. So that equates out to be about $1.68 per mile on today's Uber Eats extravaganza. Hoping tomorrow is going to be better. Tomorrow's Friday. So we'll see if people are hungry. But I know this isn't your traditional ride-along video. But like I said, I just not good at keeping up with screenshots, not good at keeping up with filming. And third, I won't have a spare phone anymore. I'm getting rid of both of my phones that I don't use anymore, and sticking with my nice Google Pixel 7 Pro, which is a fantastic phone. Great improvement over last year. But I wanted to share this with you all to kind of show you what Uber Eats looks like in my area, because I don't do ride-along videos very often. I will try to get a little bit better, or I can always pick up a cheap little phone off of Amazon and film videos with that, or invest that money into a little GoPro or something and do videos that way. But anyways, guys, like I said, take smart orders. The best type of orders are orders that pay about $1.75 per mile, and the most glorious orders pay $2 plus a mile. Those are the orders you want to get And also make sure that your order is tipped. On DoorDash, it's been getting more and more hard to figure out a no tip order. So you just gotta be careful. Don't play these food delivery companies' games. Don't accept every order thinking you're going to get something better. You're not. I promise you, you're not. Top Dasher is not worth it anymore. The Uber levels might be worth it because there's some discounts in there, but when it comes to pay's about the same. You just get higher priority. You just might get a little. You might just be the first phone that gets pinged with a high-paying order. That's all it is. It's nothing else. Absolutely nothing else. But anyways, if you guys like these type of ranty type videos, well, feel free to subscribe to me. They might actually work. Who knows? We'll find out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll probably make another video like this a little bit later once I have more numbers from when I started working on when I started doing Uber Eats. As you saw, I got a couple more months in there to look at. And yeah, feel free to subscribe to me for more content. Give me a yeah, subscribe for more content. Leave a comment down below. How bad is your area with orders? How bad are your tippers versus non-tippers? And hit the notification bell in the upper right hand corner if you want to be first in my videos for whatever godforsaken reason you want to be first in my videos. They ain't that great. There's so many other better videos you could go watch. But I appreciate your viewership on mine. Thank you for watching, and y'all have a good weekend. Go out, pick up the food that makes sense, make those deliveries that are smart, that you, the food delivery driver, get paid fairly for. Do not take no-tip orders. Those no-tippers, they don't deserve their food. I leave it at that. Thank you.